What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and I've had so many people tag me or comment or mention it in streams in the past couple days if I have seen this new Darth Vader comic that came out, specifically because of what happens at the end. And a lot of people are, whether they're upset, excited, confused by what's going on at the end in the last panel of this. You can see by this headline, the next wild Star Wars twist has emerged in a Darth Vader comic. Now this is Darth Vader #1, kind of a relaunch of the Darth Vader title. There was depending on your perspective, a lot of people think that the Darth Vader run has been one of the best parts of Disney Star Wars so far, and it has had some decent storylines. I will say that, but I might as well just pull it up now. The thing that people are talking about, it was in the thumbnail, so it shouldn't really be a surprise to you. But here it is. Padme appears in front of Darth Vader. I'll shorten myself here, shrink myself down a little bit. So you can see an older looking Padme in an outfit that seems familiar to us, has appeared as Darth Vader at the end of this comic, walks into a building. And he says, "Padme?" That's the only text we have, and then that is the end of the scene. You know, that is the end of this comic. This is the last panel, to be continued. We'll see you next week, guys, or next 2 weeks, or whatever it may be. I don't know if it's a monthly or a bi-weekly release for this. But yeah, so obviously some people are upset about it. They're like, wow, I can't believe that Disney is doing this. Disney is retconning another thing from the prequels or the original trilogy. And I can definitely understand why people would be really upset about that. I personally think that it's bait. I do not think that this is Padme Amidala. Maybe I'm delusional. I don't even think they would be this stupid. Would they? Would they really be this stupid to say that Padme's just been in hiding or something for, the 19 years? Because this comic takes place between episode 5 and 6, right after Empire Strikes Back. That's the first couple panels, is the aftermath of the "I am your father" scene. And that's kind of what this goes into. So let me make myself a little bigger here. That's what she said. And pull up this article. We'll read a little bit about it, see what people are saying. I love this. Oh my gosh. This is what I do all the time. Look at how this article starts out. Didn't even realize this. The, quote, Skywalker saga of 9 films may have finally concluded. That is perfect, because we all know, listen, this is not the Skywalker saga. It's the Palpatine saga now. We all know that. May have finally concluded, but that doesn't mean the Lucasfilm and Disney powers that be are done mining the original Star Wars film stories and characters. Barely 1 month after the finale of Mandalorian's first season, the Star Wars universe has already thrown another curveball at fans, but not in another TV or film launch. Instead, this week's news comes from a brand new Marvel series of comic books starring Darth Vader. We're here to spill the beans. And it's obviously spoilers. Longtime comics writer Greg Pak has helmed a few Star Wars comics since last year, and his latest Darth Vader debuted on Wednesday, rewinding to the end of 1980 film Empire Strikes Back. The first issue opens with Luke choosing to fall to his death. And then the comic book follows Vader back to a Star Destroyer, where he immediately boards an Imperial shuttle with a skeleton crew of soldiers and a single brand new droid. The droid informs Vader that Skywalker hasn't been found since his fall. "I will find him when the time is right," Vader replies, as if to imply he already knows that his son is alive. In the meantime, he tells that their mission is to find breadcrumbs of the trail of whoever kept Skywalker safe throughout the years and destroy them. There is a lot of other things going on, but it does conclude with Vader finding a familiar face hiding on a distant planet outpost, Padme Amidala. So when people saw that Padme is there, they started freaking out, rightfully so. There are a couple options. Maybe it's Padme. Maybe they're letting Padme live somehow. Listen, there's no way that's true. I just don't believe it. The second one, that it is a clone of Padme Amidala somehow. I guess that could, in theory, be true. What I personally think it is it's going to be Sabe. I think it's going to be one of Padme's handmaidens. If you don't remember Sabe from the movies, it was the one that was played by Keira Knightley in The Phantom Menace, so that might be why it rings a bell to you. We know that Sabe survived. We know that her and Captain Tanra, I think it is, if I remember right, her and one of the captains from Naboo, after Padme Amidala's death and subsequent funeral, they basically changed their identities, went underground. They wanted to find out who did this to the queen, and that's kind of the last time we saw them. Obviously, she's one of the handmaidens, one of the ones that impersonates Padme at times, would definitely look just like Padme. That's what I think this is. It would be a surprise to me if it wasn't that. And the thing is with this Vader series, and I'll be overlaying a couple images as we speak. You know, with this Vader series, a lot of it has been about visions of Vader's past. Him dealing with becoming Darth Vader, him dealing with the aftermath of losing Anakin Skywalker, losing everything that Anakin Skywalker was. And a lot of it has dealt with visions and alternate realities, alternate pasts. Even in this comic book, there are things that involve like seeing what has happened before, overlaying images with Yoda, Luke, himself, Padme, all throughout. So there's a chance that this could honestly be a vision or something too. But this book is all about him confronting his past. I don't think that they are going to bring Padme Amidala back to life. I honestly just, I can't imagine. I keep saying this to people like, you underestimate Disney Star Wars. That may be true. But maybe they will bring her back. Maybe they have brought Padme Amidala back. I'll pull this up so you guys can see it again. Maybe that's her. I just don't buy it. And there are a lot of people freaking out. But I want to hear what you guys think. What are your thoughts? Personally, I'm siding with Sabe. It's got to be Sabe because we know she's alive. Why would they keep her alive if they weren't going to use her in some way? And I imagine that Vader might team up with her for the next little bit to maybe find out more about what happened to Padme. That's my guess. But who knows? I don't really, like I said, I don't follow Disney comics that much. I don't really care about this Darth Vader series, but people were just asking me this because obviously this would rock Star Wars if this is official canon. Now, a lot of us don't prescribe to Disney Star Wars canon, but still, thought it'd be interesting to talk about and give my opinion on the subject. But what do you guys think? Do you care about this Darth Vader comic? I think I might know most of your answers, but I do know that we do have some Disney Star Wars fans who watch the channel who might really love and enjoy this book. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you think it's Padme, if you think it's a clone, if you think it's Sabe, or a vision. Those are the only 4 things I could really imagine happening. Let me know. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.